Rod J with Total Home Service, and I am here to show you guys how you can make $5,000 plus per month with just your pickup truck. Rod J with Total Home Service checking in, and I am on the way to go do another job. Today is Saturday, and I do jobs on Saturday. It just kind of depends on what's going on throughout the rest of the week. We had some rain the last couple of days, so I am going to work this Saturday so I can make sure I make up for some money that I missed. Today, you don't see my son with me. And the reason why is because he's with his mom today. So anyhow, we're about to head out to the job, and shouldn't take long. On this job, I'm actually not going to have a helper with me. And the reason why I'm not going to have a helper with me is because the customer wanted to negotiate with the price like crazy, which normally I don't negotiate, but because he's willing to be the helper, then I'm going to let him be the helper, and I took the amount of money that I would pay my helper off, so it'll balance out. So we're still gonna make roughly the same amount of money, but we're about to go ahead and knock this job out solo. So as you see, there's nobody in the truck with me. We're about to head over to the job. I should actually be at the job in like the next 8 minutes. It's actually not far from me at all. I'm looking at the time. I don't know if you can see that, but it's 9:43. It's 45 degrees outside, and I'm pretty sure this job is gonna be like 30 minutes at the most. Well, plus I'm gonna have to go to the dump. So let's say roughly an hour. But either way it goes, we're about to knock it out. So stay tuned. We're about to head out, and see you there in a minute. Rod J, let's get it. All right, so I pulled up to the job. We're about to go ahead and get started. As I was turning around, the homeowner actually came outside. So we're about to get started now. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on, and then we're gonna go from there. So anyhow, I'll show you what's cracking. All right, so we're just getting over to the job, and I've actually already talked to the customer, and I know exactly what it is that we're hauling away. So it's not too much stuff. One of the items being a mattress, and it's a little bit more in the back. So we're gonna go to the back now, show you exactly what it is that we're hauling away that's in the back. Got a little bit of an incline to go down, and then the items are right around the corner. And it's just gonna be these couches right here. So it's not too much stuff, and shouldn't take long at all. So we're about to go ahead and get started. And like I said, the customer's gonna help, so I didn't bring a helper today. So we're about to knock this out, and I'll see you in a minute when we get loaded up. All right, so I just finished getting everything loaded up, and it wasn't too much. We actually had a bike that went with it, as well as this is the couch, the mattress, everything loaded up, ready to go. So now we're about to head out to the dump. So now I'm headed over to the dump to drop the stuff, and that'll be the end of it. So let's head out and keep it going. Rod J, see you at the dump. All right, so I'm back, and I have arrived at the dump. And if you look at the time, 10:43. So within roughly an hour, I have picked up a load, and I am at the dump. As you see, I'm here at the dump, dropping off the load. So I actually had a comment in the comment section, and they were asking how long does it take. So as you see, this one load that I did, I'll be pretty much done within an hour. From the time that I started recording till now has really been about an hour. And I got to the job at probably, what, 9:50. So I got to the job a little bit early, and I was able to take some video footage before I even got started. So I probably didn't even really get started till like 10. So now I'm pulling up to the dump now, about to go ahead and drop this load, and that'll be it for me for today. This is a Saturday, so try not to work too hard on Saturdays. When I do work on Saturdays, majority of the time I try to keep everything Monday through Friday. So that's pretty much how it works. I actually had a guy ask me, how did I get started in this business? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a free gem on how I got started. Now, this is not how I always advertise. Actually, it's not even how I advertise anymore. But I got to see sun coming through. So how I got started in this business was I actually was in a situation where things were kind of tight for me, and I had no means to do the job on my own. I had no truck, I had no trailer, and all I had was a car actually at the time. So what I did was I ran an ad on Craigslist. I'm gonna tell you from the beginning. So I actually stood outside on my balcony and I looked down and I seen a whole bunch of leaves outside on the ground, and I knew that people get paid to remove leaves. So I'm like, this is money out here. How can I figure out how I can get some of this money? So what I ended up doing was I ran an ad on Craigslist that said that I was hiring for leaf removal people. And then I ran another ad on Craigslist in a different section, and that ad said that we provide leaf removal. So what happened was I had a guy call me and he was like, yeah, I can do leaf removal jobs for you. I was like, all right, perfect. Would you have a problem with paying me a commission on every job that I send you? He was like, sure, no problem. So probably the next day, I had a guy call me on the other line and he said, I have a leaf removal job that I need completed. I have leaves all over my yard. I need them removed. How much would you charge? So I said, tell you what I do is I'll have one of my guys come out and give you an estimate. So he was like, sure. So he texted me his address, and what I turned around and did was I called up the guy who said he'll do a leaf removal job for me. And I said, all right, I got a job for you. I'll text you over the address, go out, give the guy an estimate, and make sure you can pay me $50 off of this job. He was like, all right, no problem. So he goes out, gives the guy an estimate. The guy says, sure, let's do it. So he went ahead and knocked out that leaf removal job, and at the end of the day, I actually met up with him and he gave me my $50. So I'm like, wow, this actually worked. So at that point now I went crazy, running ads saying we do leaf removal, we do leaf removal. And next thing I know, boom, 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 jobs just lining up left and right. So after all of these jobs lined up, what I turned around and did was I got into it a little bit deeper, and it just kind of kept moving forward. And as the season changed, I transitioned over into junk removal because I seen that there weren't as many leaves out, and we kept doing it the same way. I ran another ad, brought on a new guy for doing junk removal, and eventually I made up enough money where I was able to sustain my living off of other people's work. So never let anybody tell you that you can't get anything done regardless of what you have. You can always find someone who has what you don't have, and you can get the job done. So I'm not gonna make this part too long, but I did want to let you guys know, like, you can get stuff done without having the material, without having the equipment. And I did, and that's how I got started in this business, and I've been doing this business for 8 years now. And I'll continue to do this business until I'm tired of doing this business. So anyhow, I just want to throw that little piece of information out there. Maybe that'll motivate some of you guys to go ahead and get started. And if you want to do what I'm doing, make sure you click the link in the description, and I'll teach you exactly what it is that we do and how we do it, and how you can continue to make $5,000 plus per month doing this stuff. Anyhow, so we're pulling up to the scale now, and after we pull up to the scale, then we're gonna get unloaded. So stay tuned. I'll make sure that I talk to you guys one more time before we end this situation. Anyhow, let's go. Now I'm sitting here in my pickup truck, and I'm gonna show you exactly what my pickup truck is. Nothing special. So with my pickup truck, I actually make $5,000 or more per month just by hauling stuff away for other people. Now you'll be surprised on how easy it is, but It's a little bit more than you'd think it is, but I promise you I'll show you exactly how I do it. It's nothing really too complicated about the situation. It's just a little bit of marketing and a little bit of know-how as far as putting things in the right place to get your customers coming in. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that, but what you have to do is you have to sign up for the training. If you sign up for the training, I'm gonna give you 30 days of access to me and our Discord, and you'll be able to ask any questions you want. Not to mention, we'll have a 45-minute Zoom class. That Zoom class will consist of me going over exactly what's needed so you can get started making money. And it's not something that takes you 30 days to make money. Now, within 30 to 60 days, you will be able to make about $5,000 or more. But at the beginning, you'll start making money right from the beginning. So if you're interested in signing up for our training, click the link below and join us on our Zoom class. Talk to you soon. Let's get it. All right, so we're in the dump location, and we're about to go ahead and get unloaded. And if you haven't seen what the dump looks like, so this is what it's like when you're at the dump. It's a bunch of trash and stuff everywhere, and get it done. Doesn't take too long, so I'm about to go ahead and start getting everything unloaded. Go ahead and put my camera down. And they actually made me pay earlier, like when I first went across the scale, which is kind of different, but maybe that's on Saturdays. They did that last time I was here on a Saturday, so it just changes up. But anyhow, let me go ahead and start getting unloaded. Let's move. Let's get it. So I realized that they actually looked out for me by letting me pay early, because it's a line to get out of here. So because I've already paid, I don't even have to stand in this line. I get to keep on going. So I see that they actually looked out for me. But like I said, they had me pay at the first window. Normally they weigh you and then you head out. But I guess because of what I had on the load, which was just some couches and a mattress, they let me go. So I'm out of here. Oh yeah, let's go look at the time. 11:08. So as you've seen, roughly an hour's worth of work, and I'm done for the day. That's how Saturdays go. Sometimes I do 2 loads on a Saturday, but this time it was only 1 load, so we headed out. But I wanted to make sure I showed you guys what was going on, and that's it for the day. So stay tuned. Next video coming soon. Rod J, Total Home Service. Let's get it.